I'm playing on EOS.
Cool. Cool. Okay, so Jinx, Blitzcrank, and then who's the enemy team on bot lane? Oh, nice pull. So Braum and oh, there we go. Okay, Braum Aphelios. Okay, cool. Cool. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, so like going into this level 1, like what's our plan for the first couple waves here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he swings wildly from being very strong to very weak depending on his weapons. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, oh, go ahead. Yeah, oh, that's okay. So yeah, I mean, in this matchup, I definitely like you just looking to farm. We definitely want to keep in mind the Nocturne. For sure. Yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, getting the level 2 prio and getting the poke off while you have the level advantage, I like all of that. One criticism so far, when had that level 2 push, and so like they were clearing, so like here we got the level 2 push,
Mm-hmm.
you get
Yeah.
the poke in, that's all great.
Yeah.
At this point here,
Yeah.
like he's gonna clear those minions. You're gonna have a hard time poking him at this
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
without like
Yeah.
getting under tower, and we don't have a ward in river.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I looked at this clip and I was like, okay, because like I've seen so much educational content, and I was like, as I saw this UCC sing this, I was like, this is the moment where I should like ward, because I can't do much here essentially, you know.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just kind of sitting here not doing anything.
Yeah.
But like a Nocturne could totally come in through like river
Exactly.
and then and gank you.
Yeah. That is something I try to like. I have to like think about. It's trying to know where the jungler is essentially, because like some games like I just know intuitively where the jungler is. It's like I have it on point and I don't get ganked ever. And other games it's like I just get so tunnel visioned on my lane and then I just get ganked like 2 times, and it's like, well, time to just AFK farm.
Yeah. I mean, it's that is you get a sixth sense for it for sure over time, but proper warding definitely makes a big difference, because a lot of time like you can know like where a jungler like his optimal clearing should be, but like sometimes junglers don't do that. Like sometimes they take some wacky route.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict that, especially at like like in like below diamond, like there's a lot more like wacky jungle clears.
Yeah. And here I was like, because these games I analyzed myself as well. And yeah, and here I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have like stood right next to the minion, you know? And I was so stupid.
Sure. So as long as we don't, play 2 aggro and die here, the Master Yi should get a kill on him. Nice.
Yeah, we do as well. I think I flashed here. No, I know it. But yeah, that is also something I noticed in all my games. That is, especially early game, or like just in general, I use my flash so freaking, ghost, sorry. I use my ghost so freaking much. And and I noticed I often waste it, but it's like, I don't know, I've gotten so many kills on it as well.
I honestly usually I have to tell my students to like most students like hold their ghost way too long. So like I'd rather you use it too much than too little. Because like it doesn't have that long of a cooldown.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like I mean, I obviously you don't want to waste it, but like I'd rather you err on the side of using it than not using it.
Yeah, exactly. That is something I've tried to teach myself, because like I used to just keep my ghost and flash all the time, like just for the right moment, and then I kept getting killed, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna use it right away.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that mentality. It's a lot better.
And it has saved me so many times, it's insane.
Yeah, for sure. So that push into the reset was perfect. I like the items you bought. That's all great.
Yeah. My items is usually like Kraken into Runans, and that's because I'm learning a lot from this challenger jinx essentially. And and if you looked at my OPGG, I've been at a huge success with it. So
nice. Yeah, it sounds perfect to me. So yeah, here we just want to play safe, catch this wave under tower, and wait for Blitzcrank to come back. Shouldn't have too bad of a time doing that.
And also, like, my CS is something I need to like work on, because like I don't know, it's kind of rusty sometimes.
Yeah, so far this game it seems like it's been decent. I haven't seen anything like egregious or anything.
Okay.
I mean, no, yeah, you're good. So Nocturne is probably level 6 or about to hit 6.
And he's at
we see him top side now. But definitely something to keep in mind going forward.
Yeah, and that is something I'll get killed on at some point.
Yeah,
I remember that much. Oh, anyways. Yeah, and also like one issue I have is that I just tend to be like very, I don't know, scared in my lane at this point, I feel. Because like I used to like main Vayne and Draven, and my playstyle on those champions is like super aggro, you know? But like with Jinx, it's like I often just wait, because I know her early game is like not as strong, and I like to like just wait for enemy mistakes and just like capitalize on it. And then I snowball, I get like 2-3 kills, and it's like GG essentially.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the way it generally should go with Jinx. I mean, like that's I mean, she's definitely very weak early, very hard scaler. Like I don't see anything wrong with that. No. I mean, against in some matchups, you can really abuse her range on her rockets to really like punish people. Like if you're against
Vayne or something.
Yeah, like against Vayne. Or even Draven, once like after you get a couple levels in your queue. But against an Aphelios, that can be a bit harder. It just kind of depends on his like what guns he has available. Like with what he has right now, because he has the flamethrower, that like does the AOE. It's hard to do that, like because you don't want to push up like behind your minions and take that just to hit him back, because like he'll do more damage. But like you can do that sometimes, like if he doesn't have the sniper and if he doesn't have the flamethrower. But yeah, I don't mind you just kind of farming it out in this lane at all. Like it seems
that's good.
Yeah, because like honestly, like if you can just like survive early laning phase without dying, like giving good CS, and then like making sure the Nocturne doesn't kill you, like you're gonna be in a very good spot for your team.
Yeah. Especially like I remember seeing this game and I was like, they have a Teemo, so like if I can get fed, I can just like rocket him essentially, and I won't get punished. Whereas if I play someone like Vayne, like no matter how fed I am against Teemo, I'm just like useless essentially.
Yeah,
it's like I'll have to like go into fights and he'll just blind me, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna do nothing.
Right.
That's what I like about Jinx. It's like I can just stand back and just keep dishing out damage, and this is level 6 gank, yeah. And I was like, no. But here it's like, what should we have done essentially? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what should have been done is the Blitzcrank shouldn't have hooked the Braum, right? Because you guys had a good wave state, like you were able to back off and be safe, but like you didn't make that call, he just did it. So like, I mean, I'm not going to criticize something that like it wasn't your choice. It was just a bad grab. But that's all right. I mean, you didn't die, so whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, and here I'm like, okay, he's freezing, and like I don't know, like he's like pushing my lane, and I have gold, and I was like, okay, I can just reset essentially because he's like freezing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. Not a big fan of this reset here.
Okay.
Because like he is like, this is a hard freeze for him. Like you're gonna lose like probably a wave and a half, maybe 2 waves if you reset here.
Yeah.
But if you just stay for the Blitzcrank to come, then like for sure you guys can break this freeze.
Oh, okay,
Like I
okay.
understand not wanting to walk up alone because like the Braum is sitting in the bush over here, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you shouldn't walk up on your own. But the Blitzcrank's not that far away. I would wait for him.
Okay, yeah. That is my main struggle. It's like wave management, when to reset and such. It's like I struggled so much with it.
Yeah, I mean, you correctly identified that they are freezing. It's just that like you need to think like, can I break this freeze? You know.
Okay,
And lucky for you, they actually broke the freeze themselves. Like
yeah.
he could have done that a lot slower, but luckily he's hard pushing it, so you actually don't lose that much here.
And then Blitz is like, helping me here as well.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. Yeah, you should have lost like a wave and a half there.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not a high yellow yet, so.
Yeah. Still a good learning moment, though, because
yeah,
it'll happen eventually.
Because, like when I play against Smurfs or something and they just freeze the lane perfectly, and I'm just like, well, I just lose like three waves or something, and I'm like so totally useless, And I just don't know how to counter it.
Yeah, you run into a situation like that, and then all of a sudden you feel like super underleveled, and it's
a
big problem.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, we're going to be a little over 8 CS a minute. So yeah, honestly, I don't think your CSing is a problem at all this game.
Thank you.
I mean, like my general rule of thumb is like 8 CS a minute is like the goal. Obviously, if you can get higher than that, that's great. But like that's like my benchmark. If
That's
you're above that,
know.
great. If you're below that, then it's something to work on.
Yeah. Because I think my average on Jinx is like around 7. So I have a bit to work on there, I guess.
Yeah. I 8 is my go-to, and I would say the only exception to that is if you're like in some like crazy lane that's there's like fighting constantly. So if you're like 7 and 2 and your CS is low, like okay, that's kind of a different situation. But for most lanes.
Yeah, and here I was like, I think waiting for Master Yi or something. I was like, is he gonna gank or not? And then he gets spotted by Braum and stuff. So
yeah.
Yeah, and here I remember the mistake. I was like, oh shit, these weapons, and I learned it. that was like a huge learning moment for me. I was like, okay, I should not fight him when he has the red weapon.
Yeah, there's that. That's definitely like this combo is his strongest combo. Like this is his highest DPS, other than if he has the flamethrower, it's really good for team fights if he ults. But for like 1v1s, like this is his strongest combo.
Yeah. And I was so surprised by it. I was like, oh, I can kill him maybe or something, and then oh no.
One thing as well is you kept your rockets here. Like he's getting in your face. Like you definitely want to switch.
Just switch, okay.
Yeah, because like you'll do a lot more with your minigun here.
Yeah. And then here I can't remember what I did.
Yeah, they might try and dive you here since you're pretty low. So.
But I saw my blitz, so I was like, okay. And here I was a bit scared.
I heard you intake a breath. Okay, so Yi's coming around, so we definitely want to. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed his pull.
Yeah.
You guys probably still kill though, yeah?
I think so, yeah. Got a good rocket in here.
Oh wow.
No, okay, what happens here? What happens here? Crunch.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
roast me.
So the first thing is, like, you don't want to throw this right on top of them. You want to throw it in front of them.
Okay, it's like behind them essentially, right? Or like,
yeah. Because like if you see like whenever you throw this.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, like it's like right on top of them, and so because Braum is slightly closer, it hits the Braum rather than the Aphelios.
Yeah.
If Aphelios gets trapped there, they both die 100%. So if you throw it just slightly behind, you'll probably snare both of them instead of just the one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been easy to kill them. True.
Yeah, and then also, like, well, yeah, that's the main thing. Like, if you hit that, then they both die.
So just be more patient with my jumpers.
Yeah.
And then here, he flashes me, but then they go for him, and I get hit by that that thing, and I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly the chompers. Also, I mean, this is not you, but the Master Yi still could have killed him if he had played it correctly as well, because he Alpha Strikes here. Or no, he didn't Alpha Strike.
No.
Okay, that's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah, if he had Alpha, I assumed he did it before, which was the mistake, but he just didn't do it at all.
Yeah.
He could have Alpha Strike to the Braum ulti, and then you guys still kill both of them, but he misplayed. But
unlucky.
yeah, not your fault. But yeah, the trap placement was the problem there.
Yeah.
You kill both of them if you throw it a little bit more forward.
Good to know. I'll just keep that in mind.
As like a general rule of thumb, like you are like want to target the chompers onto like the squishy, because like even if Braum gets away, like you don't, it's not that important. Like what's important is that you kill Aphelios.
Yeah,
right?
true. Yeah. I think that's what I did wrong there. I was like tunnel vision, and I was like, if we can kill anyone, that's good. Instead of being like, okay, we should kill Aphelios first, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and this wave is like so bad for me.
Yeah. I would still walk up to try and push it, because with your rockets, it's really hard for him to stop you because you have such high range and AoE. Like, now that the Braum's here, I wouldn't walk up, but before the Braum got here, like, you probably could have pushed that.
Okay. Without the ward as well? Or... Because I was afraid of getting ganked as well.
Yeah.
Actually,
well, Nocturne, I think he used his ultimate right before that last fight, so I think it's on cooldown.
True. And here's Cho'Gath coming.
Yeah, we got Master Yi right above us.
Yeah, I think this is where I get a double kill, if I remember correctly. Or maybe not, I don't know.
Okay, so they catch Nat Nocturne, that's awesome. So I would just start drag here.
Yeah, I think that's what we do.
Yeah,
maybe.
like you can push the wave, but you definitely want to ping for them. So yeah, they're doing drag, that's perfect.
Yeah. And like this also makes struggle sometimes. It's like, when should I help with Drake and when shouldn't I help with Drake, you know?
Yeah, I mean, as a general rule, like you always want to push the wave and then take Drake. So, and like especially since you just caught the enemy jungler, like you know that they don't have any smite, so like even if they come to stop you, like it's gonna be hard for them to actually take the Drake. So it's better for you to be here. If they were like fighting up at Drake, or like the Nocturne was like looking to try and steal it, then I would go to help.
Okay, yeah. Because sometimes it's like my I'm gonna be quiet here.
Oh, you're good.
Chompers again.
Yeah, that that one is not that bad because Aphelios has already been grabbed, but it is still something to like actively think about.
Yeah.
Because like it feels like you're just kind of throwing them out there, but like you definitely want to like aim them.
Yeah, think about it a bit more until it becomes like a habit of doing it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now it's like enemies there, Chomper.
Exactly. Maybe we just need to think about it a little bit more.
And this is the one that where I was like, I felt so bad about it. Like, Blitz is a Giga Chat, so you're saving me. But I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that was so stupid. I should have like gone B, expected it, you know?
Yeah.
Like we were just pushing, and then yeah.
So something again here with the chompers. Rather than putting them right on top of you,
behind me, I guess.
I would. Yeah, I mean, like when you dropped them, they were on top of you, and then like you walked forward. I would put it slightly in front of him, because like whenever a Nocturne comes in like this, the first thing he's always gonna do is he's gonna like activate his fear on you, and he's gonna try and spell shield. So if you put it straight on top of him,
you can spell shield it essentially.
Right, it's almost always gonna spell shield it. Versus if you put it slightly in front, like your Blitzcrank's probably gonna try and knock him up or pull him to peel for you.
Yeah.
So then like that'll get absorbed by the spell shield, and then he'll get rooted and you can get away.
Yeah. Well, feels bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and like I'm always so afraid of like getting ganked or something, so just sometimes I have a habit of just going way back.
Yeah, no,
the tower.
that is a much better habit than some that just back like, you know,
Yeah.
in the first bush or something.
Because I've done that so many times and I've gotten so many deaths on it, and I'm like, you know what, just not worth it.
Yeah. Okay, so you definitely should be going bottom here, but we want to be moving to middle at like the first opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, because like that's something I struggle with. It's like, when should I go mid, you know? Because I always like, I know when I get mid bottom tower, it's like, okay, I go mid. I just force myself mid. But when it's like, you know, like kind of like this, it's like, should I go mid? Should I not go mid? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I need to work on my rockets.
Yeah. So
I heard the silence.
we need to work on you, like, you're not really like going in between rockets and minigun. And like you need to be switching depending on where the spacing of the enemies is.
Yeah.
So like here, like using rockets and keeping your distance is fine. As soon as he lands this grab, you need to be changing to minigun and then like hitting him as much as possible.
Okay.
Because like your minigun at this level, like once you get 3 autos in, increases your attack speed. I think it's like 110%.
Yeah,
like it's a crazy amount.
It's crazy,
like, like it's gonna like double your DPS. So like if you're changed to minigun and then like auto, like for every one of these autos, imagine if you had 2 instead.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be like here.
Yeah.
And
then he gets chompered, and then I finally switch, but it's like too late essentially.
Right, like when he's barely alive here.
Yeah,
like,
I would have killed him. Yeah, I would have killed him. Got my passive and then killed him.
Would have gotten your passive and then killed Aphelios.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
It's like all of these like small mistakes where it's like they could just change the game essentially.
For sure. Oh, and I think maybe you get...
Yeah, here I think so, yeah. I know they escape here, I think.
Oh!
Yeah, I was like so sad. It's like...
That's a shame. But yeah, we really need to work on that changing between the minigun and the chompers, because that's like that's a really important fundamental on Jinx. Like that's gonna come up in every single game you play on her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just look at this, look at this.
Okay.
I was like, okay. I'll
they felt bad, I guess.
And here I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he gets killed here, yeah. The double kill, actually.
Oh, sick. Yeah, it was a pretty greedy dive from the Nocturne, honestly.
Yeah. And they get punished on it. It's like so bad on them.
He even dies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a pretty good death.
That's a huge win, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I mean, you're item-wise, like you're looking pretty strong. I mean, you're probably gonna finish your second item at like, I don't know, 18, 19 minutes, which is pretty decent.
Yeah.
What settings are you? Are you turning off?
No, that's just the modes. That's just the modes thingy. I don't know. I just felt like turning it on.
Gotcha.
No, because like I use it to judge my my teammates how they feel like and such as well. I feel it can be beneficial.
Sure.
It's like when I know someone is tilted and such, it's like I know that I can't like trust them as much, you know? They like make so many stupid mistakes and just and like rage and whatnot, and it's like and leave me, and it's like okay. Or if someone is like in a good mood and like being happy, it's like okay, I can trust them. They're like tryharding, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So here, you remember when I said that we want to be looking to go mid at the first opportunity?
Yes.
So when you died, that was the first opportunity.
Mid, okay.
Yeah. So as a general rule, like you said earlier, if you are like dominating lane, you take enemy tower, then then you go mid, right?
Yeah, that's very simple. Yeah.
Yeah. In games like this, where like you go even in lane or like you lose lane, you generally want to go mid after about 14 minutes.
Okay.
That's because that's when tower platings go down. So like if even if your like mid laner was like winning his like matchup or whatever, it no longer benefits him to be mid and like get those platings. It doesn't matter if he like switches lanes with you.
Okay.
And so at 14 minutes you can go mid with your support, and you want to be there so that you and your support can be there during any like fights that happen, whether it be on Dragon or like Rift Herald or whatever, so that you have like the man advantage. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah.
Okay.
That is something I've noticed.
Yeah, so as a general rule, it's like after 14 minutes in this type of game. But like really it's just the first opportunity where like you can go mid without like dropping waves or without like just stealing a bunch of like gold from your mid laner, right? Because like here, like we have finally like you're already at base. There's like your Cho'Gath isn't in mid, so like you can just walk mid and like he can just go bottom and like there's no wasted CS or wasted time, right?
Yeah. True. Yeah, that's something. Like sometimes well, actually, quite often I do the shuffle where it's like I go mid lane and then like no, I go bot lane and then it's like no, I go mid lane and then it's like no, I go bot lane. It's like and I lose so much CS and it's like oh, so frustrating.
Yeah, that's another big mistake that'll cost you a lot of CS and a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Also, being on the side lane like this, seems like for some reason there's 4 of them top.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna take tower here, I guess, since everyone is top lane. And create pressure for Drake, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, so the problem with being bottom here is like a lot of time like Blitzcrank is like with the team helping with this like team fight. Which is what he should be doing. Like that's great. But like if like because when you came down here, you didn't know Nocturne was top, right?
Yeah.
Like Nocturne totally could have been bottom, and then he ults you and you just die.
Yeah.
And like you're alone. There's no tower to run to. Like that's it, right?
Yeah.
Versus if you're middle, like there's generally a lot more. Like one, your Blitzcrank would be with you, but also like there's just more people to help you out in general since you're in the middle of the map. So like that's another reason why like you definitely want to be middle instead of bot. Also, going middle, the middle tower is lower. Like if you look at or actually I don't know if it is lower, but like going middle here instead of bottom, you probably could have taken middle tower, done good damage to it, and then also been there for this team fight that's about to happen. So it's I don't know how this team fight resolves, but like it is potentially a really big gold swing, you not being there.
Yeah, first in 6 and can score. They get 1 kill, 2 kills. It's like okay, it's fine.
Yeah. But it's one of those things that's like it's hard in a single game because like in this game you're not getting punished for it, but in like if you look at the average of like 100 games, like
I will get punished on it so much. Yeah, and here I was like, I might as well push, essentially.
Did you say you guys lose this game?
No, I think this is the one we won. It's the second one, I think.
I was gonna say, I am really hard to imagine like how you guys lose
this one is this one. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
This was the quote-unquote game where I did okay, but I felt I got carried, essentially.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I see what you mean, because I mean, like, you just farmed the entire early game, which is fine. I think for the matchup that was fine, but now in the mid game you're also just farming. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. I was like, I just played it, and I was like, I am not playing well right now. I play so poorly. Poor decisions, poor team fights. Like,
Yeah, that's gonna be a big thing as well. Because like, had you been there for that, it turned out fine, but like you would have been there to at least help with the fight.
Yeah, and here I'm using rockets because I'm like, so he doesn't ult me.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you guys had plenty of damage. It didn't
exactly.
You could have
done
whatever you want to do would have killed him. So no worries there. Okay, so it's a 4v4. But your Cho'Gath was super fed, so this fight's a little sketchy. But like, you guys should be fine.
Yeah, and here's my Chompers. I was actually quite happy because like I feel my Chompers here, they like zoned everyone out essentially. They couldn't help Braum, so I was like, oh, this is a really good Chomper.
Yeah, I totally agree. That was very good.
And is this no, it's not here. Oh, and it's a fight later on.
Good ulti.
Thank you. Yeah, I think.
See, I think we can kill him here.
Yeah, I think. Get him. Yeah. And here I looked at this and I was like, I should have waited, be more patient. But I just went all in, like face.
Yeah, all right, it
Yeah.
worked out.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but I should have just waited for like my chompers or something, get vision, and then kill him.
Yeah.
But like whatever.
Yeah, I mean it worked out. You were right about the damage, so
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, it should be an easy dragon, and then we definitely want to go mid. Like you can reset to spend your gold, but then like we want to go mid, not bottom here.
And what will she do? She'll go.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Okay, I recall now.
Okay, you're resetting. We still have hope.
I'll hope. Or will I cancel? Will I cancel? Oh no.
Okay. So we got a ton of gold. We're actually super fed now.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going mid. Okay, good. Good.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you understand the reasoning I was saying before, right? About like being mid, you're going to be around for a lot more team fights with your support.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that is something I've noticed. Cause like when I was playing wars, like hard stock, high plat, low emeralds, I lost so many games because I was like just bottom lane farming or doing some like things solo, and my team like didn't get my damage.
Yeah.
And then we just lost. And this is so bad. I was like, I'm gonna die anyway. I might as well greed. And then that was so bad.
Yeah, I would much rather. This is kind of comes back to the rockets versus the minigun thing again.
Yeah.
Because like you were trying to get the Aphelios, but like it was all getting blocked by the Braum anyway. Like I'd rather you just switch to minigun and just shoot the Braum until his like shield is gone, and then like if you want to try and shoot the Aphelios, that's fine. But like you're it doesn't seem like you're really like it's not really in your mind to like switch between those.
Yeah, not quite yet. Yeah. I'm still like learning Jinx essentially. Like I'm playing her quite well, but like I'm still far from being like it's in my blood essentially to play her. I still need to like actively think about things.
Yeah, for sure. Because the other thing is like by doing that, like you're.
Yeah,
like you're walking up into the Braum, still trying to get these like rockets off, rather than just being content like hitting the closest target.
Yeah, practically thing.
Yeah, which is like there's no reason you need to die here. Like if you just space the Braum like properly, like you can totally survive here.
Exactly. Oh. And Cho'Gath is like GG, we lost. And here I was like, fuck that. Oh yeah, that is also something I've had to learn. It's like when people say negative like that, it's like I just mute them. Otherwise I just end up focusing on the chat, and I just lose focus, and I play so much worse, and it's like, not worth it.
That is a lot better to just mute them rather than get tilted by it. So they probably get Baron here, so that's bad, but you guys are still fairly ahead, like it's not the end of the world. Unless Karma steals it? Okay.
Aww. Oh, here's Giga Chacho.
Yeah, I think he just dies. That was a terrible teleport.
And yeah. And I was here, I was trying, but I missed everything, yeah.
Yeah, that was horrible, but none of that was you, so whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just pushing mid, waiting for people to come back up. We're gonna try and wait out the Baron.
Exactly.
Not much to do here.
No.
Make sure and stay next to your Blitzcrank at all times, or at least someone. Otherwise, you're just like asking for Nocturne to ult you and die. Something. And
this is a bit sketchy.
Yeah, something that like even like in Diamond 1, like supports don't realize that for some reason. Where it's like, hey, I need to stay with my ADC or else like Nocturne's gonna destroy them.
Oh yeah.
And like so something
and here I was so bad as well. I should have like gone in quicker with my minigun. Again.
Eventually you did, but still, something that like you need to like get into your like muscle
really think about it,
Yeah.
It's like an issue this entire game.
But make sure make sure you're not alone, because like even now like they're trying to leave you, and like you need to make sure like someone's with you, or else like again like you're just gonna be easy gold for the Nocturne. So like ping them if you need to, because they probably are gonna not think about it. So minigun.
No.
Minigun.
No. Boom. No. No.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and like you're still like getting kills and doing well, but like imagine how much like your damage would be even higher. Like you're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
doing a ton of damage, but like it's still not like optimized.
yeah. Yeah. That's insane. Like, yeah, like when I hear feedback, it's like it's these small things essentially I could change and like have so much higher chance at winning.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
from that.
Okay, cool. Let's reset. You've got a shit ton of gold. You can clear this wave, but
Yeah.
right after this, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Why? I want 4,000 gold. That is also like something I've noticed. I make mistakes sometimes. It's like when I'm like really in the zone and doing well, I just forget about my gold. And suddenly it's like, oh, I have like 4,500 gold. Whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fine. I mean, like, you got a ton from that triple kill, and then it was a free tower, so I
Yeah.
don't have any problem with that. I just, like, it's just very important you back there and
Yeah. Yeah.
not greed.
That is also something I've done now, like that I'm doing now. It's like when I have like 2,000 gold or something and people are like, no, let's fight. I'm like, no, I'm going to recall. Fuck you. It's like, I don't
Yeah,
care.
for sure.
Like,
I saw it. It looks like the next item you were looking to build is what is it? Mortal Reminder?
I think so,
Or no,
yeah.
I mean not Mortal Reminder. I mean a
I can't
Lord
remember.
Dominique's.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I would be looking to build a defensive item here.
Oh,
Because
really?
like
Okay.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you have your core, right? You have Kraken,
Yeah.
Hurricane, Infinity Edge. Like your damage is super high. The enemy doesn't have like some crazy tank that you're not being able to deal with.
True. Yeah.
So like you have all the damage that you need. But you still are super vulnerable to like Nocturne getting on top of you.
True. True. Yeah.
So like a shield bow would be way better here because
Okay.
like Lord Dominique's like who do you need it for? Like you're already, I mean like it'll help
Brown.
with Braum.
Brown.
Yeah, it'll help with Braum, but like I don't think that's as a big of a problem as
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Nocturne, right?
Yeah. So shield bow is a good item on Jinx as well, you'd say?
I would say, yeah. I mean, it
Okay.
gives you its survivability, it's the life steal to round out your kit. It's like more
Oh,
AD.
and this fight, look at it. I was like, I knew Nocturne would ult me, and I was like, standing back, and then my team was like helping me here, and I was like, yes.
Nice.
And then I can just like clean up essentially after this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I got a free Drake essentially from that, so yeah. Like the only thing I noticed when I was like rewatching this clip a few times was like maybe I should have like stayed in the bush or something, like hidden away from Nocturne, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go in the bush. My only thing is I would have stayed a little bit closer to your team because like the only way you survive this is your team like saving you. And like
Yeah.
it was good that you were aware of him and you knew he was going to ult you, but like you just need to make sure that you're close enough for them to save you because you did almost die there.
Yeah.
And so like because like here like it's perfectly fine, you're good. But like when you're going all the way out here, like
You can just ult me, kill me alone, and then
yeah, well, and it's also like the further away you are, the more chance it is that like it goes dark, and then your team doesn't help you because they can't see
True.
or
Yeah.
they're just like not thinking about it. Versus like if you're like where you were before, where you're like just behind the Blitzcrank, like they're for sure gonna see and they're for sure gonna help you.
Yeah.
So
I
then
didn't think of that.
yeah, so like even like here when you were like by the bush, like it's a little dangerous.
Yeah, and here they saw me, just at range.
Yeah, like luckily your team saved you, but like even like your karma shielded you, and like had she not shielded you, like you
I
probably
was
would have
dead.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it worked out. It's like it's great, but it just like if you're a little bit closer, it's just like less chance that your team fucks up.
Yeah.
I like the spacing for the affiliate assault, by the way. That was well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so we reset here with our team, spend our gold, and then we should win pretty soon. Like you guys are super strong.
Yeah.
And it was that soul? I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Mountain
We
Soul.
have to buff. Yeah.
And that's also that fight is a good example of like why I would recommend shield bow instead of
Yeah, that would have been so much safer actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not that you could have it yet, like you're still building it, but I just mean like you like you did plenty of damage, like you were cleaning up their team.
Yeah.
But like the only threat to you is Nocturne ulting and killing you, right?
Exactly.
So like
Yeah.
how can we solve that problem, right? This is a little sketchy. We don't know where Nocturne is.
Yeah, no vision, no anything.
He just died, so he's probably not rushing top, you know. But like, it is a little sketchy. Like, it's like pushing any further is making me real nervous. Something to keep in mind.
Yeah, just like looking at the items.
Yeah. Oh, are you building Mortal Reminder instead of...
I can't remember.
It looks like you just changed your mind about it.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, this is sketchy. He's coming for you.
Oh, he is.
Oh, your team are such fucking giga chads.
I know, right? And again, I used cannons instead of like minigun. Same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, my team was like so freaking cool.
Yeah, I mean, you just walk it in at this point. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to stop you.
Nope.
Maybe not on this exact push, but, you know, this push or next push, like, game's over.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a tanky Cho'Gath. Holy shit.
Yeah. Tons of damage, tons of health.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really safe push. Nothing to worry about. And then, yeah.
Yeah, back off after this, and then you team gets Baron.
And end, I think.
Reset and then end. Yeah, exactly. And then I think you have enough to finish your item as well.
Think so, yeah. 1,450 or something, I think, total.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but after Baron, you should have enough.
Yeah, look at this. It's like my decision making is like, what should I do? And I just waste so much time.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cho'Gath's got it. I don't think he's...
Yeah. Alright, go this. I can't remember what I was going for. I was like so undecisive. I was like,
Yeah, you got Mortal Reminder. I just wanted to see how much it was. It's 950. There we go. Yeah, and so now you're building Bloodthirster. Like, yeah. I would really put some more emphasis on defensive items. Like, because like even if you get like a shield bow or, I mean, you could get like a shield bow or a GA. Honestly, just a shield bow would probably be enough this game. I don't think you really need a GA, but because like you're still gonna get AD from it. It's not like it's not increasing your damage still.
Yeah.
But like it's just gonna help so much more. Like if you get like caught out or, you know, whatever, or even if like the Aphelios hits like a really good ult on you, you know.
True. Yeah.
Because like right now, like you're just like such a glass cannon. Like it's like, you know, as long as it's like going well, it's good. It's just you have a lot less room for error. Like this kind of stuff, right? Like again, you almost died. It's spooky, you know, for no reason. Yeah,
and especially in this season where it's like everyone just like, you know, instant kills you.
Yeah, exactly. Like when there's so much burst in the game, like a little bit of health and shields can be like really beneficial.
Yeah, and here I was like, what is this mouse doing? I was like, he's trying to like deny the push, but like he's just ending.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of like fast forward through, like, I don't think there's much out. Like, I think you guys just
this one is like GG. Right? Yeah, just push and.
Yeah, you like guys grab Elder and then
end. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it. Like, I don't think there's anything to really learn here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you're so far ahead, it's like whatever.
Yeah, like even if you make a really bad misplay, like you'll probably still be fine. Like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean the major things on this game is for sure the rockets versus Gatling guns switching between those.
Yeah.
Super important. Like put some practice into that, put some thought into that, because that is going to increase your damage by quite a bit. and then also the rotating to mid thing. That's also a thing that'll come up in quite a few of your games, and will make you feel a lot more like you have a lot more agency.
Yeah. That's my issue as AD carry. It's like sometimes I'm just like, I feel so weak. But now it's like, okay, platings are gone. I'm just going to go mid.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Do you want to look at this other game, or do you feel like you have enough to work on? You want to look at this one? Okay.
Yeah. Because this one is like really bad.
Okay.
It's like the other one was like, fine. Could have played better, but like it was okay,
Yeah.
But this one was just like getting demolished.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens here. Oh, just from the starters. Samira Pike into U2. Oh my god, this is a bad lane. Holy shit.
Yeah. Very bad lane.
Did you pick into this, or did you pick early, or what happened? If you don't remember, that's fine.
I think I picked early, to be honest. Yeah, because like I usually get first or second pick, because I'm usually like when I pick my champions, I'm like, okay, I know my champion, I know I belong in like Diamond, Masters, whatever, within the practice. I trust myself, but I don't trust like my teammates. They can be like hard stuck, like Emerald, like High Plat or something, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather have them have the like counter pick than the other way around. That's how I see it, at least.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, this lane, it doesn't surprise me at all that it sounds like it was really hard. Like, this lane looks like fucking hell.
Yeah. Trust me, it was.
So yeah, I mean, just from the get-go, like, our mission needs to be just don't die.
Don't die,
like,
okay, yeah.
Like, Rakan, Jinx, like, you guys are going to scale really, really well into the mid-late game. And if you don't die, like, even if you're down CS, if you don't die, then like you guys are going to outscale the shit out of Pyke Samira. But you have to get there, right? If they get fed early, both of them can take over the whole game. Like, I don't know if your team is aware of it, but this whole game is determined by bot lane.
Really?
Like if they stomp you guys, like if the enemy stomps you guys and goes like 6-0, like they're gonna run over the whole team. And like conversely, if it goes even, where it's like full zeros, or maybe even you get a kill, then like you're gonna outscale them, and like this should be easy. Like for sure, like the Kazakhs should only be ganking bottom, as far as I'm concerned.
That's good to know. Yeah.
I doubt that's what he does, but that's
that's
what
I know someone was inting this game so freaking much, and then this things like snowballed.
Yeah.
It was top lane. Yeah, top lane did so poorly. I remember this game.
So something important as well. Because like both Rakan and Jinx are super, super weak early.
Yeah.
They might be like cheesing
in the bush. Yeah.
So something that I really like to do in lanes like this, where like I'm at a severe disadvantage, like early one and like level 1, and they can like cheese me like that, is like as soon as the game starts, rather than walking here and like waiting in the bush like for vision, run straight down into lane and put a ward in one of those bushes, so you know if they're cheesing you or not.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Yeah.
Because if you run directly down, you know that they can't beat you there, right?
Yeah.
And then you just throw it in this like middle bush, and then you know for sure.
That's a good. I never thought of that. Holy shit! That's gonna save me so many like laning phases. Oh my god.
Yeah, because there's lots of lanes like this one, or if it's like fucking like Draven, Blitzcrank or something.
I've done that. It's fun.
Yeah. Like you walk up, you get pulled, you die to the Draven level 1, and like laning phase is over.
Essentially,
well, that would have been nice to avoid.
Yeah, it's like something we do as well. It's like when me and my support just go into the bush and we just get a free kill, like poke in. It's like GG lane, easy. They can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. So luckily they're not doing that this time, but
yeah, that could have been like essentially like end of lane for me if they did.
Yeah. So another important thing to note here, we don't want to push the wave to them.
Okay, yeah. Because like my game plan here was like get level 2 quickly, otherwise they'll get level 2 and they'll like kill us, like steamroll us right away.
Yeah, so like because they're so much stronger than you early,
Mm-hmm.
like even if you get level 2 first, they can wait to get level 2 over on their side of the lane, and then now you're in a super vulnerable position.
Mm.
So ideally, you want to let them push to you, and you just like farm safely under tower, and then just try and like full reset the wave, meaning like kill the wave that they push to your tower before the
Mm-hmm.
next wave comes, so
Okay.
that it's not pushing away. Does
Yeah.
that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay, because like ideally, all you want to happen in this lane is you just want to farm, and
And do
you want to
nothing
like
else. Nothing else.
yeah,
Essentially.
yeah,
Wait
you
for a
just want to
gank,
farm.
I guess.
You want to farm, wait for a gank, and like make it so that they can't freeze on you.
Mm,
Like
okay.
if you can do those things for for 12 minutes, then like you win this game.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. Because I think like when
Um,
I'm against lane like this, I just get like this pressure in my head, and I'm like, oh, I need to perform, and then I like mess
yeah,
up so much, and now the lane is like pushed. We're just at a disadvantage, and it's like, oh god.
yeah. Because the scary thing, like you guys got level 2 first, and so like they can't fight you right now because you have the level advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're gonna get level 2 here whenever you crash this wave, and then in order to farm, you're gonna have to be on their side of the lane, and then
Yeah,
if Pike lands a hook on you,
it's
like
dead.
100% you're dead no matter what. And like honestly, even if he lands it on the Rakan, there's a good chance he's dead too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like it's very scary here, and like yeah,
Yeah, like this, like this, like this. Yeah, yeah,
exactly
yeah.
like this.
It's like, oh god.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
looks like
even
you get away, but now you
now,
have no
now I have no
flash, you
sums,
have
no
no
sums.
ghost.
Yeah, yeah.
Like so now for the next 3 minutes until you get ghost
I'm
back,
just a sitting dog
what the fuck are
essentially.
you gonna do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I assume he's just gonna dash grab you whenever it
Probably.
comes off cooldown.
It's like after this game, I'm just like perma-banning Pike.
Yeah.
It's like every time I play against a Pike player, it's like there's just like Giga Chats who like play him so well.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just have a hard time playing against them. And they just like do that and like zone me out, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's like, what are you supposed to do now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, so yeah, you managed to survive. We catch this wave, and then what's important here is
And I lose so much CS. It's like, oof, oof.
yeah, like the thing is now, so like the wave is gonna push away from you, and if they're good, they can zone you off of this, turn this into a freeze that you could never break.
Really? Oh my god.
Because like you can't stop the wave pushing away from you now.
Yeah.
And so if this wave pushes away and it gets to like the middle of the lane, and then they just freeze it there, and then the Pike stands in like your forward bush, what do you do?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, like how do you ever walk up? Like, you know what I mean? You, like,
I just get killed. Yeah.
Yeah, especially now that you don't have Flash or Ghost, right? Like with Flash or Ghost, like
I
you
can
know, you could
try,
maybe like
but yeah.
yeah, but without it, like you just die. And so like this is nightmare scenario. Like if they play this like perfectly, like lane's over, you're fucked. Unless Kha'Zix comes to save you, right? Like if they're freezing and Kha'Zix comes down to break the freeze, then okay, he can save you. But that's always, you never know if he's going to do that or not. But we'll see what happens here. So yeah, like in a perfect world for them, they wouldn't even be fighting you there. They'd just be letting you push it and then getting ready to freeze. Because like doing that fight, like she lost a little bit of health, so they might not be able to freeze on you now.
Yeah.
They're not playing it well. So yeah, right at this point, like I would really be wanting to like try and pressure her as much as possible to get her low enough health where she doesn't feel like she can
do whatever she wants. Yeah.
Exactly, because like no matter what, we need to get this wave pushed into their tower so that they can't freeze it. Which is what you did. Perfect. We need to reset.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't stay for this dragon. We need to reset.
Oh, I did some mistake here.
Uh-oh.
I think. Or I didn't. Okay, I didn't. A few. Oh, I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Cringe.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, so bad.
So you see, like, if you had just reset here, like, this fight doesn't happen, right?
True, yeah.
So, like, it's not even, like, just your death. It's, like, 3
Everyone,
deaths.
almost, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you bought 3 longswords.
I
think that was just I think that was a misclick.
I think so, yeah. When you're, like, hyped up, it's like, click too quickly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we know she's got a late back. This is pushing towards us. So we don't want to stop. Like, we want this to push towards us.
Okay.
And then ideally, like the perfect situation for us to achieve what I said before, where like we're farming, we're safe, we're not fighting them, we're just like staying alive and farming well for like 12 minutes, 12 to 14 minutes, right? Like the best way to do that is to like let a wave like this push into us and then to freeze it right in front of our tower. Like not at our tower, but like right in front.
Yeah.
Because right there, it's almost impossible for them to engage on us, and it's like it's a really good freezing spot. So it's like it's hard to gank you, it's hard for them to engage, and it's easy to farm. So this is actually a really good wave state for us right now.
Oh god.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid that you're about to push this into their tower.
Yes. And it's gonna pop my rocket and then. Oh god. Where am I? Hold on. Yeah, I'm pushing. Oh god, cringe.
Okay. Because like you understand, right? Like if you push this wave and then like the wave gets reset in the middle, that's scary for you without flash or ghost.
Yeah.
Or if they manage to freeze it on their end, that's really, really bad for you,
Yeah,
right? Like that makes sense.
Okay, I'm not too terrible.
Okay, so now now you're letting it push. Okay.
And this is something I also struggle with. Like so many times that I try to like freeze the lane, but my support is just like executing minions and it pushes all the time, and I'm like, it's like, you know, a bit annoyed sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's okay right now because you have more than enough to freeze. Like thinning the wave a little bit is actually pretty good. So it's okay for here, but I have had supports do that as well. I definitely understand.
It's a pain sometimes. It's like you're losing the lane and you're like, okay, I'm just going to freeze on the tower. And they just push and you're like, well.
So what happened here with this wave, the reason it didn't like, because like I said, we want these minions to stop like right where you're standing right now.
Yeah.
So the reason like there's so many minions here that it's pushing too fast. Which is why it's getting to your tower before your next minion wave gets here, right? The reason it's pushing so fast is because you cleared all the melee minions, but you didn't clear any of the caster minions, and the caster minions do more damage than melee.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes.
Oh, okay. So, I just learned something new today again about minions.
Yeah, so like here,
I did not know that.
There's like 4 melee minions here, and then what is it? 8 casters. And then like so you're thinning the wave, which I like the concept of. But you kill I think 3 melees here.
Yeah.
Or maybe even 4.
4 maybe I think.
Yeah, you kill 4.
4.
So instead of those 4 melees, if you had killed 4 caster minions, then it's gonna push a lot slower, and then either the timing will just work out where they get there right as your wave approaches, or you'll have to stall it for a minute, where like you just tank the wave for a second. But you're gonna take a lot less damage if it's melees than ranged.
Yeah. I did not know that. Holy shit, that is so useful.
Yeah, that will help you a lot in situations like this.
Yeah.
But like with this wave of all caster minions, like you don't want to sit here and like tank it. Like you're gonna take a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
Because like it seems like you. Because like you stop a couple times to like auto. Like, it seems like you didn't want it to hit your tower, but you didn't know like necessarily what to do there.
But now I know.
Yeah, there you go. Now you know. So yeah, I mean, like in games like this where like the enemy is very strong, like we don't give a fuck about fighting them. Like the only because like you notice the only thing I've talked about this entire game is just about wave states.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck about like fighting them or whatever. I care about not having a terrible wave state.
Yeah.
So like now, the wave's pushing away from us. So it's very, very bad potentially because then they have the option of freezing on us. So we want to make sure they can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So a way that you can do that, because they're like I said again, I like in a perfect world, what they would be doing is they wouldn't be hitting your minions at all, other than like last hitting and just like letting the wave push to them. In which case, that's really rough for you. But if they're gonna do this, where they are like killing minions here, again, you don't want them to like crash the wave at your tower. Like the wave's in a perfect spot for you now that they've like killed minions and it's like pushing to you again. So like you want to keep it exactly where it is for as long as possible. Because like right now, like it's like what I was saying, like it's not very easy for them to engage on you because you're right next to your tower. And like it's also like you can't really get ganked here. Like what are they gonna do? So if you just keep an equal number of minions, so like right here, like you have a cannon, they have 2 casters, the enemy has a cannon and 3 casters. That's basically perfect. Right?
Okay,
like it's okay if they have a little bit more since it's on your side of the lane, but like you just want to keep this as close to even as possible to keep the wave right here. You don't want it moving anywhere.
Yeah, that is also something I need to think about. Yeah, keeping count of like minions and such.
Exactly, because like like if you had like three minions on your side here, like obviously it's gonna push to them, right?
Yeah.
And if you had like 3 on their side pushing to you, like it's probably gonna push to you, right? But like if you keep it like close to even, like it should stay right about where it is.
Yeah, especially because they keep pushing and such, so I kind of know they won't like freeze it,
Exactly. Yeah. Given that they're pushing.
And I'm guessing the jumper here was also quite bad because now it's like I have no essentially defensive tool in case they engage on me or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if we're not gonna fight them anyway, it's like I should just keep it for like defense instead of offense, right?
Right. Like unless they are like severely misplaying, like you're never gonna kill these guys in lane.
Yeah.
So like the only way we want to use our chompers is defensively. You can use your W to like try and like poke the Samira down to like try and make it scarier for her to engage on you guys. But like mostly we just want to be focusing on like our wave state, like our positioning, and just like staying safe.
Yeah.
Like so far, like they've had like I think 3 chances to like permafreeze on you guys.
Yeah.
And like luckily they're not doing it, right? But like from what you said earlier, it sounds like your goal is to get into like, diamond or like master.
Masters, to be honest, yeah.
Master, okay.
I think I can.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. They will do that in master, I promise you.
Yeah. Kind of getting scared now.
For sure.
Yeah. My spider sense is all like tingling.
Yeah, like the further away you get from your tower, you can feel the danger of throwing.
Yeah.
So your Kha'Zix is here. I would be pinging him to try and help. Like, because if you can get him to gank,
yeah.
Because like I was saying, this is a very scary position for you. There's like so many opportunities for this Pyke to like try and grab you or like dash on you, and then for her to follow up. Like this is very, very precarious position. Like you have Flash Ghost, like you can outplay, but like this is very scary. So
and then
I would definitely.
Yeah, and then there's Viego. Your Kha'Zix.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. But before, when he was like just coming out of jungle, like right at the entrance here, I would be pinging like, "Hey, help us!" and like try and have him come in and gank. Like, you're probably not gonna get a kill, but with his help, they can't stop you from pushing the wave. Yeah, because if you push the wave and then it's pushing back to you, well, then you're safe again. You can just wait at tower for the wave to come to you, and they can't kill you.
That is actually something I need to do, because like I don't think I ever like call for help from the jungler ever. It's very rare for me to do. So,
that was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's a resource that people don't utilize as much. Like, you don't know for sure that they're going to come, but like, you don't know if unless you ask, right? Like, sometimes they will.
Yeah. I think, can't remember if he says it in the chat or not, but I think Rakan wanted to kill them quite badly here in this game. Or something, I don't know.
Oh, like in laning phase here?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I can't remember.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I remember he said something, but I can't remember what it was. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, we should see it since it's a recording.
Yeah.
If you type something. But okay, so yeah, I don't know why they reset there, but they did, and you did the right thing, so that's great.
Yay! I did something right.
Oh, what are we doing with your items here, though? Because you have the Noon Quiver, like you're building Kraken, which is fine. And then, I see. So yeah, you're building.
Yeah, Kraken essentially, and then boots.
Yeah, you still bought the right item because you bought.
Yeah. It is just my brain sometimes. It looks funny, but I'm going for the Kraken.
Okay. Yeah, I was
yeah.
questioning why you switched over to Hurricane, but you did buy the right item for Kraken.
Yeah,
so whatever. Okay, so this is scary for us.
Yeah, Rakan is top lane. I'm alone. It's
yeah, the wave is pushing to us, and we have Flash Ghost, so it should be okay. Like I think it's an okay call, but it is. We need to be careful here.
At least she's pushing, so it kind of helps, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense that she's pushing. My fear, yeah. So and it turns out Pyke went top as well. What I was afraid of is Pyke is still bottom, and then they dive you.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, he went top too, so she's not going to dive you alone. So we're getting close to what I was talking about, where you know, making it to like 12, 14 minutes without you dying and with decent CS. So like we're close to that. Like you're, I mean, there have been plenty of opportunities where they could have punished you more, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, and this was so bad. Oh my god, this is me inting. Just watch. It's like look.
What oh no!
Oh my god!
And you didn't even finish pushing the wave in.
No. That was like so bad.
Okay, well, I mean,
that was so bad.
You tell me what you should have done there.
I should have pushed the wave in and then like reassessed the situation, which was like the fight was already like lost, so I should have just like tried pushing tower since it seemed to be safe, and then like I don't know, maybe not reset because I wouldn't have enough gold maybe, but actually I don't know. But I would have pushed wave to the tower, tried to get plating, and then look at what's happening essentially. I'm guessing someone would come bot lane by then, and then the lane would be like even, maybe? I don't know. And then just keep farming.
Yeah, I mean, definitely push the wave, and then from like getting it to tower, assess whether or not you can take a plate. Because like you knew where Samira was, but you didn't know where Pyke is.
Yeah.
And honestly, at this point, Pyke can still kick your ass.
Yeah.
So you know, if you know where Samira is, fine. If you know where Pyke is, then you can take a plate. If not, then you just push it to tower and then back off and like wait for the wave to push back to you.
Okay, I see. Yeah, because like sometimes I just make these weird decisions, and it's like my old habits. It's like I need to help my teammates. Oh my god! And then it's like, why did I do that? That's so stupid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I mean, aside from dying, you lost so far 2 waves.
Yeah.
Because you didn't push it. And then
now
you know,
Samira
a
gets a
potential
huge
plate.
juicy wave bot lane.
Right, which she would have been denied all of that had you just pushed it. So you lost 200 gold and she got 200 gold. So it's like a 400 gold differential plus the fact that you died. So like 700 gold.
Yeah.
Right nice. Those are good chompers.
Thank you. Yeah, this Corki was like super good. Like really good.
Okay, I'm scared of that TP. We need to get
away
from there.
Yeah, that is bad.
Okay. It seems like you didn't see it. Is what it
I
looked
think
like.
I was tunnel visioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tunnel visioned, I guess. Or like I was getting too greedy for the kill. I was like trying to get a reset on my passive, but it's just like I ended up just inting essentially, like doing literally nothing of value.
I mean, I don't mind the general like what you were trying to do here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that like you weren't really, I guess, aware of the TP or respecting the TP.
Yeah.
Because like most of it was fine. It's just like you needed to start kiting upwards and like hitting the Samira at like as soon as she dashes there, like she dashes in and then like you need to be like kiting upwards.
Yeah.
And then like you have your flash to get away. Like I
could have done so much better.
Yeah, like
and chompers as well coming up in like 2 seconds, so I could have like flashed, chomped at least, and probably not get killed, but
for sure you could have survived there, for sure. I don't mind like what you were trying to do there. I think that was just like and I think if you were it looked like you were just like tunnel visioning. Tunnel visioning. Blech.
Yeah.
But it seems like if you had seen it or been aware of it, like you probably would have backed up. So I think that's just a bit of an awareness thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is probably the last time we should go bottom. The next time that we get the opportunity, we want to be going mid.
Yeah, for 14 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So we know Pyke is top, so we're a bit freer to push this without being scared. Even if Samira shows up, like she's not going to really have an easy time like full engaging on you alone. So like you can push here and try and get like a plating or two before it ends. And okay, she showed up, so we can't get it. But definitely something we should be looking to do, right? Because there's no no harm in trying.
Yeah.
And even now, I would be like hard shoving this, trying to get that.
Yeah, this one I'm like so afraid of her. It's like,
Yeah, without Pyke, I mean, like, there's not like, you know, obviously she could kill you, but like, you don't have to like be this scared of her.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I just have so many bad memories of her. It's like she gets like 2 kills, and it's like, oh, she can one-shot me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to fight her. Like, you definitely want to keep her off of you. But like, you have your rockets, like you have your range. Like, you should definitely be able to like kite her. You only die if she like dashes on top of you. But like, if you position correctly, like she shouldn't be able to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just need more experience with her as Jinx.
Yeah, just get a little bit more comfortable with it.
Yeah. Because like when I play, say, Vayne or something into Samira, I just know her perfectly. I know what I can do and cannot do. So I'm like super confident. But with Jinx, it's like, yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just a little slow on the flash there.
Yeah. Yeah, if I flashed now, before that, yeah, would have been fine. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so like this is like a problem. Like this is why we don't want to be in a side lane, because like shit like this is super easy to happen. So like we definitely need to get middle. I don't think there was a very good opportunity for you to go middle before this. So like, you know, it kind of is what it is. But it's something to be like whenever you're in a situation like this where like you are going to the side lane because you don't have a good opportunity to go middle, but like, you know, we're past the 14-minute mark. It's very likely that people are going to be like trying to dive us, or like junglers are going to come for us since we're still on side. Like, we definitely want to be aware that that can happen and like ready for it, like with
Yeah.
the. And if you have that in your mind, it's like a lot easier to, like get those like fast flashes and like whatever if you're prepared
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. It's like on a CML fight, it's like my finger is ready on the flash button.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you know it's coming, it's a lot easier than if it's just like out of the blue.
Yeah. Should I still go bot lane here, or?
Yeah, I'm okay with you going bot lane here just because there's no one else to pick up this wave. But like after this, you should go mid.
Okay.
Because like you can't push out here without a tower. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
way too dangerous.
And I'm
like
still going.
because it's like, you know what I mean? Like you don't know, like almost anybody could be around here and just kill you.
Yeah,
And
I have no vision or anything, so
yeah,
three
and
kills.
also if any team fight breaks out, like you can't help. Which
Yeah.
like as Jinx is like a huge part of like why you pick the champion.
Yeah,
Because like,
exactly.
with your like rockets and stuff, even if you're behind, if you get your passive going in a team fight just by getting assists, like you can turn into a real monster.
Yeah, especially like with the Runan's builds, it's like so strong.
Yeah, exactly. And so like even though you're behind right now, like if you get like some assists and like your attack speed starts going crazy with your passive, like you can still be like a really important part of a team fight. So like it's important that you're there for those.
Yeah, look at my decision making. It's like
yeah, you're like going back and forth. Yeah, we need to go middle. Like Fiora's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Okay.
Like
You just go middle here, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, because like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
like,
I think it's just like the motherly instinct kicking in. I was like, I need to help her so she doesn't die.
Yeah, like if you're playing someone else that you could make an argument for doing this, like as like an Ashe or something, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna slow him, and then like she can ult and get all her vital procs or something, right? Like those different ADCs, like you could make an argument for this, but like as Jinx, like, what are you gonna do? You mean like if Aatrox doesn't want to fight you, like he can just walk away.
Yeah, true.
See, again here, like we're bottom instead of going middle, and so like,
yeah,
it's just like, it's just eating away any like opportunity you have to like turn a team
do anything
fight
essentially.
Or, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Bumper usage, not the best, but I'll take it.
Yeah, luckily she is majorly overextending there because like she should also be middle. She shouldn't be split pushing. Right? Like she's not a top laner. But luckily you got that and got a shutdown, so that helps a lot. But like it's like the same deal with Samira. Like ideally she wants to like dash into the whole team and like get a banger ult off and like kill everybody.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't want to be like solo laning on the side, like taking towers. Like that's not why you pick Samira,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Again here, like we don't know where Aatrox is. Like this is super spooky. Like we don't know where Pyke is. We don't know where Aatrox is. Like either one of them could be coming to kill you right now.
In my mind, I was just like, okay, I have like Ghost, and like I'm about to like kill the tower. So if he comes and I kill the tower, it's like fine. Otherwise, just pop Ghost and I run away. Was what I thought at least, but
yeah, I mean, like I understand. It's just that like there's still like if Pyke shows up, like there's still ways for you to die, or if Aatrox like you can still die in those scenarios, and also like you can still like have pressure mid lane, like where you don't have to like risk like using Ghost and whatever. Like you know what I mean? And like also like what just happened, like so like here, like we were talking about, like you're pushing bottom, whatever. Like meanwhile, there's a 3v3 happening in middle.
Yeah.
And like your entire team dies.
And I could have helped.
Right, and in that push that started this team fight, they took a tower. So like you could have been mid, taken that tower instead of this one, and then saved your whole team potentially, right? And then like gotten another shutdown, and then taken mid tower as well with your passive. Like there's so much more.
Plays I can do and such.
Yeah, like there's so much more potential for because like right
Mm.
now, like you guys are like really behind and like it's really like getting out of control.
Yeah.
And like I can't say for sure that you would have turned that team fight and turned the game around, but like at least you would have the chance, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
down here, there's literally no way you're turning the game around doing what you're doing right now.
yeah,
Versus
yeah,
mid lane, like you could have turned that team fight, could have gotten a shutdown, and like could have swung the game. So it's just like you have potential plays doing that. And also, like I said, like worst case scenario, someone just comes down here and kills you.
yep. And I feel even worse. It's like I
Yeah.
missed a team fight and I'll get killed. Oh god.
Yeah, or even if you don't die, even if like they show up and you just ghost away, like
Yeah,
you still just use your ghost for nothing essentially. And like
exactly.
that's not all that much better, right? Okay, so we're mid now. That's awesome.
Finally.
And, yeah. We're almost 2 items, which is great. So the Kraken Hurricane, it can be a really big spike for you in team fights.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
like that is for sure a situation where we could turn a team fight on our own.
Yeah, Heroes is trying to keep my range so I don't get stunned, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fine. If
Yeah.
if you had more, more items, more gold, you would have killed him.
Yeah, I would
But
have killed him, but yeah.
with how it is, it is what it is.
And here I should have like get the wave and go mid lane again, right? Essentially.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. Like it's fine to grab that wave since you were there. Like you don't want to just like let it go to tower.
Yeah.
But like we definitely want to go mid. Not this way though. This is super
Yeah, this
spooky.
is so dumb. This is so dumb.
Yeah, you should definitely go like up and around.
Yeah.
But maybe you catch him out here.
And I
Ooh,
get
not walking
stunned.
into that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
so dumb.
Okay.
Trying to keep distance from her.
Oh,
And then
that was
I
perfect, except for you. If you didn't stop for the chompers, like you walk out of
really?
that and she dies to tower. Yeah, you see, you
Yeah,
stop there. Because like
yeah.
right here, you're just about to get out, and then you stop,
Yeah. Oh
and you
my
take
god,
a
that's
little
so
bit.
true.
You were like
Yeah.
one tick
Oh my
away.
god. Dang it.
That's a shame. If you
Yeah.
if you get out there and she dies to tower, then like you survive, you get that
And I can
shutdown,
kill
and then
Aatrox.
you kill the Aatrox.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, like this is a perfect like it didn't like you played it slightly incorrectly, so it didn't work out. But like
Mhm.
this is exactly what we were talking about. Like with this is you turning the fight, like killing the carries and like getting super fed,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
this is exactly the opportunity that like like if you stayed bottom and are just like farming, like you'll never get that opportunity.
Exactly, yeah.
That was goofy. Okay. Well, you're scaling, which you're Jinx, so even if you're behind, like you're scaling and you're gonna get there. So, the game's not like doomed or anything. Like you guys are in a bad spot, but like there's still definitely
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
here. And your Corki's very fed, which is awesome. Corki's in a very good
Yeah,
spot this
Corki
season.
was insane this game. Like, holy shit. He was a bit toxic, I believe, but he was really good.
Aren't they always?
I mean, I don't know. But I think in this game I learned from him because he was like build anti-heal morons or something, and I was like, actually a good call.
Yeah, against the Aatrox, it's
Yeah.
pretty good, and it's pretty good versus Pike as well.
Yeah. So after this game, it's something I actively think about. Like, should I buy anti-heal or not?
Yeah, I will say, instead of finishing your item, you bought the anti-armor.
Yeah. Is that bad?
It's a lot more. Yeah, it's a lot more
Okay.
important for you to finish your hurricane because it's gonna allow you to spread your damage to more people to get your passive.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I don't mind you buying the the armor pen. But like you need to finish that item first because like your passive is a lot more important.
Yeah.
Let me back this up because I was looking at your items when we
Yeah,
started.
same.
uh,
Yeah, my positioning is so bad here. I just get like that takes so much damage for no reason, essentially.
yeah, I mean it's just kind of a bad fight to begin with. Like you guys are so far behind. Like it's not really a good like Drake to really fight over.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, also your positioning. Like you walked like straight into the Aatrox. Like it looks like again, it's like what we were talking about before, where like you're like actively like trying to like kill someone or like target the carry versus like just hitting the closest target.
Yeah.
Like a thing that I really like to tell my students that like I feel like gives the right mindset is like as an AD carry, your job isn't actually to get kills, it's to do damage.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Which like sounds, like it's the same thing, but it's really not. Like
Yeah.
if you do 80% of someone's health and they barely get away, and then you like stop hitting them because like you don't want to miss position, and then you start hitting this frontliner and do 80% of his health, and then he walks away, and then you know what I mean? Like if you just get everyone low, like your Corki or like somebody is gonna clean them up, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a lot more important that you like position well and do high damage is way more important than you like securing a kill. Like that's more of like an assassin's job or like a mid laner's job. It's not really your job.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's because like I'm a bit crazy when I play Jinx, and it's like I need to get my passive off.
Yeah, well, because like even here, like you're like going after the Vigar,
Yeah.
and like so much so that you weren't paying attention to the Aatrox, and
Exactly.
he hits
Yeah.
you with his Q, and then like watch this, you're like oh shit Aatrox, and you back up, almost
Yeah.
die
Yeah.
for it, and then like watch where you're shooting, like you're shooting your W like not at her, not at him, but like at this
Yeah.
Vigar like a
Yeah.
million
Yeah.
miles
I'm
away,
so
and then
like.
and then you ult that way too, like you're
Oh my god.
like
Yeah.
like.
I'm like
Like
so
it's
tunnel vision that's like I need the kill.
yeah, like he's like an entire screen away, but you're like, I want the kill. Versus just like focusing on like, okay, like he's gone, but he's like super low, so like someone can like take him out later. Instead, let's like, W the Aatrox, start autoing him with my rockets or
Yeah.
like the pike or like whatever. You know what I mean? Like just do more damage. Like
Yeah.
don't worry about securing the kill so much. Like obviously if there's a free kill, like take it, but like positioning is a lot more important. Okay, this game looks pretty doomed now. I don't know how you guys would win this at this point.
Yeah, but you'll be surprised what happens. Like, I think I end this game really bad. Like 20,
Oh,
20,
really?
20 kills or something, I think, I believe.
What?
Hold on, let me check. I know this game was like so weird. Sorry, on. Or was it like, hold on.
If that's true, that's psychotic. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Hold on, let me
Like
check.
this should be an easy Baron for them.
And
They
when...
take all they take all your outer towers.
No, mind. It's another game I was thinking of. It's
okay,
a game
I was gonna say like
where,
I
yeah.
know like they must all like decide like they get paid to troll or something.
No.
Like,
it's a different game. Yeah, this game I end up like 7, 11, 14. So yeah, I didn't.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, this is like such a miserable game.
Yeah.
I was playing this, I was like, I've made so many mistakes.
And something I wanted to say earlier when we were talking about laning phase before, and I was talking about like where you want to keep the wave and like how to manipulate the wave and all that. Another important thing to know about that, especially in like this kind of elo, is like the Pike and Samira are desperately going to want to engage on you. Like that's what they do.
That is true.
Like, they want
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And so like if you like manipulate the wave very carefully, like I'm talking about, and just like put it in a position where like they just can't really do that. Eventually, they're gonna try anyway, and you're gonna get a double kill. Like
True.
that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like they're not thinking through all of this, and they're just going like, I need to kill them, and like they'll do something dumb, and you can capitalize on it.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
don't feel like just because like in a lane like this where you're like playing defensively and whatever, like don't think that means that you can't get ahead, right? Like they're probably gonna overextend because they really want to kill. You'll get a double kill, and then you can start snowballing. So like, don't feel like that like means you don't have agency in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Pike Samira above us. We can start moving up to try. Okay, she's dead. But we can defend the tower at least. Yeah, I mean, you need like some miracle play from like the Corki, and then like getting like a bunch of stacks from your passive to like get a bunch of shutdowns and like turn this around. Like I don't know how else. Like that. Perfect.
And then it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And here is misplayed, I think. Especially because we have no anti-heal essentially. So it's like, yeah, if I bought anti-heal here, it would have been so much better. But you know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And then I just like go. I'm greedy again.
I was gonna say, like, you were actually doing really well here because like you weren't tunneling on the Aatrox, you were respecting the Viego and like spacing him, and then like I was gonna say like that was really well. Like you were not
until this.
But then here, like you're like running right next to the Aatrox who can like for sure kill you, and then like you don't have any vision in here. Like you don't know where Vigar is, and then like oh there he is, but like he could totally be in this bush down here as well, and then like. We're gonna get punished for it. But like, this is just the same thing again. Like you're tunneling on the person that you want to kill rather than focusing on positioning.
At least I have so many things to work on after this. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice having somebody that like can give you a concrete thing to like work on because like sometimes like if you look at a replay and like you like you don't know necessarily what you could have done better, it's like can be very frustrating.
Like I can see the obvious things like when I play the game itself and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or like when I watch replays it's like, oh, I see a few other things I could have done, but it's like all the things you told me here, like so many of them, it's like, oh, I didn't even know that, like I didn't even know it existed, and stuff.
Yeah, it's like just something you haven't like learned about before, so you don't even know to be thinking about. Yeah, this Aatrox is so fed.
Yeah, it's like he just do whatever, and we have like no anti-heal. It's like,
Yeah.
And I get hooked, and it's like, bleh.
Yeah, I think that was the same thing as well there. Just like again, like you just had all your attention on the Aatrox, like
yeah.
But I think we can probably call the coaching here.
Yeah.
Like I mean, there's another 10 minutes, but like
it's like a slower nightmare.
Yeah, like I don't know that.
Yeah.
Like even if you play perfectly from here,
this
is going to be
anyway.
a really hard game to win, and like I don't think we're going to get much like
actual value out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, I think we'll just call the coaching there. Did you have any questions about anything, like anything you didn't fully understand, or anything like when going into the coaching, like you had a question about that I didn't answer?
There is one question which I think about is like, how do you like properly freeze a lane? Because like that is something I struggle with. Like, I know I can keep the health even, and I know now about the caster minion damage and such.
Yeah.
But, like, I often, I don't know, do I just keep the lane even? Like, same caster minions, same cannon minions, and melee minions and such, or?
So, if you, here, if you it depends on where the wave is. So like say the wave is pushing to you and you want to freeze the wave there, right?
Yeah.
You need 4 more minions of theirs compared to you. So like if there needs to be 4 more left over. So like if it like each wave like is like 6 of your minions, 6 of theirs. You need 4 additional on top of that of theirs pushing towards you. So you just kill like last hit as their minions kill yours, and then make sure you keep alive 4 minions.
Okay.
And then usually by like the enemy can break that freeze by like pushing your minions super hard, and so like you don't want to sit there and take the damage of 10 minions sitting there. So usually in order to be able to freeze, you need to be able to like set that up where there's 4 more minions of theirs pushing towards you, and then you stand like beside or in front of the enemy wave and just like completely zone the enemy off so they can't even like walk up to the wave. That's how you like you can do a permanent freeze like that. You could freeze like that for half an hour. And like I wouldn't necessarily recommend freezing for half an hour, but like you could if you wanted to. You just have to just last hit and just make sure that there's always at least 4 minions more on their side. If it gets to be too much more than that, you'll run into the opposite problem of their wave killing yours too fast, and it'll push to your tower. So like you generally want to stay around like 4 or 5.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. And like normals and such, just like really, that is something I'm gonna have to try. Like when I play normal games, just like focus especially on the wave management. Especially if I can play duo with someone and be like, hey, can we like practice this? Because like with randoms, it's gonna be a bit difficult,
Yeah, like, for sure.
But with the duo, it's like, can we practice lane management, please?
Yeah. Well, honestly, you can really hop into a like a practice tool game, and you can set up a freeze by yourself in practice tool.
Oh, how?
So if you hop into practice tool by yourself, and then you push the wave to the enemy tower, whenever the next wave of the enemies comes, they'll bunch up. And so rather than being like in a straight line, they'll be like in more of a clump. And then that will always push back towards you. So like you'll end up with a clump of enemy minions pushing towards you then. And then so from that, you just need to, like I said, thin it down to where there's only 4 more than whatever your wave has.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Does that make sense? Or I know it's like kind of...
It's very difficult, but I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, it's like, it's hard to...
visualize, essentially.
Yeah, with words, it's harder than if you're actually looking at it. But if you mess around in practice tool, I'm sure you can figure it out. And there's also plenty of videos on YouTube if you want to see it like visualized. It's hard to explain with just words and make it very clear. But okay. Anything else?
No, that's it, I think. Actually, it's just more a question about you. Like, do you like have a YouTube channel or like stream or something? Or like do you make content? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I'm actually just starting to make content.
Are you like gonna upload like your coaching sessions? I think it's so useful.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. Did you record this one?
Yes, I did record this one.
Awesome. When you upload it, you can upload it. When you upload it, just like share me the link. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, yeah, totally.
And share me your channel as well, because I want to see your content.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, I don't have very much now. I haven't been doing it for very long, but I will definitely send it over to you.
Yeah, because it's like something I've noticed that I've actually been learning so much from. It's like when I play League, like sometimes I just have like coaching videos on the background, and I listen to it while playing, and I'm like, you should do this, and I just focus so much better on the game because I'm like, oh yeah, I should do this actually.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome.
And I learned so much. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah, I'll definitely post this, and I'll send it over to you when I post it.
Cool.
And then let me know how your games go. After this coaching, and if you whenever you feel like you've had time to like practice what we talked about, let me know, and I'm happy to do another coaching.
Sure, will do. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was so much fun.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, have a good one, and hope to hear from you sometime soon.
Yeah, will do. Sleep well. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.